Welcome back to the Wolf Black Playbook. I'm your host, Anessa Wolf Black. I'm here to share stories that connect sports, life, and lessons we pick up along the way. If you've been rocking with me for the first couple of episodes, thank you. And if this is your first time tuning in, I'm so glad you're here. In today's episode, I am going to be talking about something that has shaped my life in so many ways. Community. But not just any community, not just the same community, but your community, my community, the community that feels like home, the one that uplifts me, that makes my experiences even richer. I'm diving into my journey with my different communities. I have my adult league basketball team, my run club, and both have really helped me understand that community isn't just about where you show up. Community, it's about who you show up with. So let's get into it. This past week, I had my basketball game. I currently play on a basketball team in a league in San Diego, a rec league. Let's be real, I'm almost 30 years old, so I'm averaging about 8 points in my rec league, and I'm definitely peaking in my career right now. But the most important part of this message, and to tie it back into my community, I've been playing in the same league for 9 years. I'm almost 30 years old. I started when I was almost 20 years old. And the important part is it's not only 9 years of showing up. It's 9 years of the same season, of the same people with my same team. Shout out my Shark Jets. Game after game, loss after loss, win after win. It is 9 years of me showing up with my community. And to be honest with you, to be really transparent with you, we used to win. We used to win a lot more than we currently win right now. Obviously, when we were a lot younger, we've gotten free shirts from the league. We've gotten discounts for the next season. Back in the day, we felt unstoppable. But more so in these days, we're kind of the bottom of the barrel, kind of middle of the pack. We don't really win that much, but we're not there to win, and we're definitely not gonna quit. So why is this important? Because it's bigger than basketball. My community is bigger than a win or a loss. This team, I'm gonna refer to them as my box seat community, and that is what I want you to remember out of this episode. I hope you're able to find your box seat community. This team, my team, is a group that's been with me through so many different seasons of my life. Not just on the court, not just when we check in on each other every Tuesday. It's when we're talking in between the lines, in between the free throw lines, and we're showing up for each other beyond the buzzer. The game, our adult league, is only 2 20-minute halves, running clock. But year after year, it's getting to know the people that are on my team. And that's my first example. My first example of my box seat community. My second example of my box seat community is my run club. And it is a small run club. When I say run club, I think of hundreds of people showing up and running together. And We Run San Diego, at We Run San Diego. It's not huge. It is not flashy, but it's a home. And it is literally a no pressure run club. Come as you are. Run and enjoy the view kind of run club. I personally like to call it a run and yap. But yeah, one of the girls, she invited me to a different run club. I enjoyed it. I'm not talking smack about the run club, but it was massive. It was 300 people. And it was a huge community, which some people enjoy that. Some people love that. I love the idea of it. I love the idea of being around a lot of people that have energy and everyone's gathering. But to be honest, I felt overwhelmed when I left. It wasn't a personal community. And I'm sure people will find their friends and enjoy it, and they're able to have a smaller community in that community. But when I left, and the moment that I came to We Run San Diego, I realized that the difference between a community, and a box seat community is what's important to me. I think about going to a basketball game, a baseball game, a hockey game, any sport, any professional sport. I want to think about where you're sitting. And for me personally, I like to sit in the 100s across from the coaching box because I like to watch the coaches just as much as I like to watch the players, but that's besides the point because everyone's there to watch the game, to cheer on for a team or to cheer on a sport and to be in the atmosphere. And so the community itself, going to support a team or support a sport, it is amazing. But what I want you guys to think about is, what's your box seat community? There's 300 section, 200 section, 100 section, and then there's box seating. There's a suite. I've never been in one, but I imagine it's more intimate and it's a shared experience, and it's not just about the game, it's about the people that are in that room with you. And so my run club, that's my box seat community. That's my second example of my box seat community. And so it's not always about the number of people, because to go back to my analogy of a sporting event, there's thousands of people there to support the team. But I'm talking about the 20 people that I can build a relationship with. And Run Club goes beyond the runs and beyond the PRs. It goes in between the miles. It's the relationships that we're able to build as we show up and continue to show up for the club. The two examples, in both of them, the number one thing that is the same is I get to protect my box seat community. And I get to choose who I go run with and who I bring into my basketball team. Over the years in basketball, we're not just adding new people. 9 years, and I think we've added 3 new people the entire 9 years. And it's not about we're being haters and we don't want people to join us. It's more about what we've built, and it's worth protecting. It's about who's celebrating with me off the court, who's celebrating my wins that you don't see after the 20-minute halves. The point is, I know now that community to me is about having a space where I feel like I belong. And to me, a box seat community, that's exactly what it is. The point is about having people who know me and who are going to push me and allow me to push them. And it's not always about being surrounded by the most people, but to me it's about being surrounded by the right people. And I want to be encouraged, and I want to be able to encourage, and I want people to remind me that I'm not alone, even if sometimes I feel like it. So thank you for tuning in. I hope that you are able to get something from this conversation. And honestly, the reflection and the challenge that I have for you is, I hope that you're able to think about who would you invite into your suite? Who would you invite into your box seats? Who are the people that make you feel seen and heard and valued? And if you're an athlete, usually that's your teammates. Or if you're working 40-hour weeks, maybe it's your coworkers. And honestly, it might not be either of them. It might be your besties and your closest friends. And I want to make this point because if all of those people that I've said above, you don't think, oh man, yeah, I would invite them to my box seat. Honestly, maybe you haven't found them yet. But I truly think that if you put yourself in situations that you enjoy and you pursue your hobbies and you make the effort, you will find them. And I hope that when you find your box seat community, you're able to hold on to them. And I hope that you're able to protect the space. Because honestly, life's not about what you do. It's about who you do it with. I hope that you are able to take a moment and think about it. Who are your people? And if you haven't found them yet, don't be afraid to go seek them out. And I know the best communities are waiting for you. They're just one connection away. So I hope you enjoy your box seat community if you have them or if you're looking for them. And I hope that you're able to experience things a little bit richer and you're able to ride the highs and the lows of life with the people that make you feel like you belong. And as always, if this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend. Let's keep building this community together. And as always, I appreciate you for tuning in to the Wolf Black Playbook. Until next time, please find your people, show up for them, and keep playing the game of life the best way you know how. Thank you.